The legal framework of occupational health and safety in Ghana. Occupational health and safety (O.H.S) laws are designed to protect workers, employees, and the general public from workplace hazards. These laws provide regulations that ensure safe working conditions, prevent workplace injuries and diseases, and promote overall well-being. International labor organizations has developed labor standards that promote safe and decent work environment globally. These standards serve as guidelines for government, employers, and workers in establishing safe practices. Does Ghana have a national organizational health and safety policy? Ghana does not have a comprehensive national O.H.S policy. Instead, health and safety laws are fragmented, falling under different jurisdictions with unclear responsibilities. Annan et al. 2015. Various laws exist, but they lack coordination and enforcement. Why is a national O.H.S policy important? A well structured policy would affirm the government's commitment to workplace safety, ensure better accident and disease prevention, promote healthy working environment and increase productivity, enforce employer compliance with safety regulations. Element of an effective O.H.S policy. A national O.H.S policy should involve all stakeholders, government, employers, workers, ensure financial and institutional support, promote public awareness and political commitment, encourage voluntary compliance at the organizational level, be reviewed and updated periodically. Key laws related to organizational health and safety in Ghana. Although Ghana lacks a comprehensive organizational health and safety policy, various laws and acts contain provisions related to workplace and health and safety. 1. Workmen's Compensation Act 1987 PNDCL 187 covers compensation for workers injured on a job. Employer liability. Employer must compensate injured employees for medical expenses, temporary and permanent disabilities, work-related diseases, exemptions, no compensations if the worker was not under the influence of alcohol or drugs. The injury was self-inflicted. 2. Persons with Disability Act 2006, Act 715 ensures equal employment rights for persons with disabilities. Employers must provide tools and facilities necessary for disabled workers, appropriate work assignment, refraining and redeployment for workers who become disabled on a job. 3. Factories, Offices and Shops Act 1970, Act 328 requires employers to register workplaces annually, report workplace accidents, ensure proper ventilation, lighting, sanitation, and protective clothing. 4. Civil Liability Act 1963, Act 176 covers liability for workplace negligence. Employers are responsible for injuries caused by negligence in the workplace. 5. Labor Act 2003, Act 651. Part 15 specifically addresses organizational health and safety. Employers must provide a safe working environment. Protect equipment at no cost to employees. Protective equipment at no cost to employees. Sanitary facilities and drinking water. Pregnant women rights. Section 55 to 57. Protect pregnant women. Management of accidents in the workplace. Accidents in the workplace can lead to injuries, illnesses, loss of productivity, and financial cost. Effective accident management involves preventing, responding to, and learning from workplace accidents. What is an accident? According to Health and Safety Executive, an accident is any undesired event that results in injury, ill health, damage to property, or disruption of work. Key characteristics of accident: unplanned, unintended, unexpected. Causes of workplace accident. Workplace accidents are caused by unsafe conditions and unsafe acts. 1. Personal factors. Unsafe acts. Lack of training or knowledge. Workers may be unaware of hazards. Negligence, ignoring safety procedures. Fatigue and stress. Reduced focus increases mistakes. Unsafe behavior. Removing machine guards. Smoking in restricted areas. Two, workplace conditions, unsafe conditions, poor housekeeping, cluttered spaces cause trips and falls. Defective machinery, faulty tools increase accident risk. Lack of protective equipment, exposure to hazardous substances, poor lighting and ventilation leads to eye strain, respiratory issues. Types of workplace accidents: slips, trips and falls, wet floors, uneven surfaces, falls and height, ladder accidents, scaffolding failures, machinery related injuries, unprotected moving parts, electrical accident, faulty wiring, exposed circuit, fire and explosion, gas leaks, flammable materials, exposure to harmful substances, chemical burns, toxic fumes, struck by accident, falling objects, moving vehicles, manual handling injuries, back injuries from lifting heavy objects, accident control measures. To prevent organizations accident, one must eliminate or reduce hazard using control strategies. 1. Elimination of hazard. Avoid hazardous processes. Example, using safer materials. Design workplace to minimize risk. 2. Substitution. Replace dangerous chemicals with safer alternatives. Use automated lifting devices instead of manual handling. 3. Engineering controls. Install lifting Install machine guard to prevent contact with moving objects. Use ventilation systems to remove toxic fumes. 4. Administrative controls. Rotate workers to prevent fatigue. Establish strict safety policies and emergency drills. 5. Personal protective equipment. Provide helmets, gloves, goggles, and masks. Ensure workers wear PPE properly. Training and awareness is number 6. Conduct regular safety training. Educate workers on emergency procedures. Managing workplace safety requires a strong legal framework and a proactive accident prevention strategy. Ghana's current organizational health and safety laws provide some protection, but a comprehensive national policy is needed. Meanwhile, organizations must identify hazards, train employees, and implement safety controls to prevent workplace injuries and fatalities. You are listening to Zairid Podcast.